Bill Smead, you're buying Aflac. Now, do you like all the insurers or just this one?
Well, we like this one especially. Very low PE ratio. They had trouble with their European bond ownership. Got that cleaned up, but now they've got $100 billion to invest. And with the bond market being like it is, it's very difficult to figure out what to do without significantly ramping up your equity exposure, which is what we think people should do over the course of the next 10 years.
Now, the tax accounting sector has been hit really hard. A lot of bankruptcies there. Yet you like H&R Block. You have to explain this one to me.
Well, first of all, the stock is trading at a low PE, pays a juicy over 4% dividend, has a great balance sheet. They have a reserve for their subprime lending business they used to own and have already sold. So people have been on edge wondering how that's ever going to play out. And the answer is, at the progression things are going, it's not going to be any kind of a big problem. And when unemployment drops from 9% to 6%, they pick up a lot of tax customers. Tradespeople that have been unemployed due into housing come back into the workforce, and they need their taxes prepared.
Similarly, you're a buyer of Gannett. Now, a lot of people left the newspaper business for dead. They also own TV stations, which could be good in election year. Give me your reasons for buying the stock.
Well, that's the first thing, is they have two incredibly attractive businesses. One, they own 23 NBC affiliates. Comcast knows more about what people watch on TV than any other organization in the world, and they now own and run NBC. So that is going to help the attendance, the eyeballs at NBC, which helps the affiliates. And then they own Career Builder. Secondly, the newspapers are beginning to figure out that if they don't give their stuff away, they'll get more profitable. And we think that they're finally figuring out the transition. I stayed here at the Waldorf, and they're putting out USA Today every day. I thought that's a pretty good compliment for a major hotel to still be using USA Today.
Bank of America has been on a tremendous run, up from 4, now it's around 10. Why do you want to stick with it?
Well, they own a ton of houses. And if you'd like to get long housing, we analyze using our 8 criteria companies. We couldn't find a home builder or anybody kind of directly related to housing, so we've had to use indirect plays on housing, and one of them is to own the banks that own a lot of houses themselves. So you can buy a lot of houses if you buy Bank of America.
All right, those are your buys. On the sell side, what would you get rid of now in the market? Which sectors or stocks don't you like?
We think China's economy is going to slow down way more than anybody is anticipating. Therefore, you need to get away from commodities. Therefore, you need to get away from energy, basic materials, and heavy industrials. If the more exposure someone has to China, the more their recession is going to affect you.
Thanks a lot.
This market is
stock tickers market.
Stocks have rallied this year.
We're coming into a Monday where we're going to